Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel. Well, I'm sure you've noticed, how could you not, that I do most of my shopping at Sephora, but most of that shopping is all about makeup. I don't buy a lot of skincare there. I get my pharmacy Green Clean Cleansing Balm. I pick up every now and then different types of lip products, but overall, I really don't buy my skincare from Sephora. However, sometimes I need some skincare and I just can't be bothered to shop online. I want it right now. And that's what happened to me. Well, kinda. And before we go any further, can we just ignore the hair? She makes up her own mind. And today I think she decided she wanted to be, network anchor news lady at a local channel. I don't know. I'm not having it, but this is what she did. All right. Anyway, so like I said, I don't normally buy a lot of Sephora products. Well, products at Sephora. Let's not say anything about the Sephora collection. That's another story. They've got some great products. And this is going to be a little bit of a callback. I mentioned this a while ago. I want to say, I don't even know what video it was I was talking about. Anyway, I picked up from Kiehl's the Creamy Eye Treatment with Avocado. I got this as a super deal. I was mistaken. I told you guys it was $50 for half an ounce. Luckily, when I purchased it, it was $50 for its 0.95 ounces is what it says on the jar here somewhere. Yeah, right there. However, since I had purchased it, I want to say end of November, beginning of December, she's gone up to $60. That is bananas. And it's mostly bananas because I love it. Now, when I got it, it was not full. It wasn't even close to being full. I want to say it was probably like 3/4 full. And I use this morning and night, and I can't imagine going without it. Now, I'm going to have this for quite a long time. I only use this much under, well, that's one eye, and I do the same amount for another eye. Like there's another eye out there somewhere for the other eye. Shh. Now, I had heard some people online talk about how it was really hard to blend in, and it is a little bit thicker, but I don't find it to be I don't want to say thick. It just has a consistency that needs to be warmed up so it melts down nicely. But for me, I always have a hydrator before I use any sort of moisturizer. I'm not just putting moisturizer over dry skin, even under my eyes. So either I have maybe a little bit of my toner that has my under eyes a little moist, or I have actually another eye product. I'm not going to get into it. The girl is extra, you know that. But either way, I never go in with this alone. And the nice thing about that is it changes immediately. So it goes from this nice creamy texture, and the minute it hits something that's a little more wet, it just kind of breaks. And that's kind of a term they use in cosmetic formulations when two products either come together or when you are using it and all of a sudden it changes what it was like. I'm terrible at describing this, but basically the way it breaks is that you go from this nice cream formula. Once it hits something that is more liquidy, it almost turns liquidy, and I get these very juicy, glowy under eyes, and it is perfect for concealer. So if you are having problems with your concealer creasing, if it looks dry, cakey, cracked under there, you need to hydrate under your eyes, and you need an eye cream. You heard me say it, you need an eye cream. I know forever we thought it was oh, I can use my regular moisturizer. Once you get to a certain age or your eyes are looking a certain way, you need an eye cream. I know, hot take. At $60 for 0.95 ounces, am I going to recommend it? I guess it depends on what you're used to paying for your eye treatments. So I was able to get this at a steal of a price. Do I think I'll ever pay full price for it again? Probably not. This will probably be something that I buy during the Sephora sale when I can save my 20% off, because $60 is a lot of damn money for a little tiny jar. But it's really, really good. Do you see that glow on my hand? That's what my under eyes look like. It's so nice. And when I was in Sephora a few weeks ago, I saw this, and I was actually in need of another cleanser. I keep one in the shower and one for my evening cleanse. And I saw this one from Glow Recipe, and Glow Recipe is not my favorite brand. It's not a bad brand. It's not my brand. But when it comes to cleanser, I'm willing to try a cleanser from any brand, especially if it's well priced. I can't remember how much this was. I want to say like around $28. Now this is their Avocado Ceramide Moisture Barrier Cleanser, nourishing plus makeup removing. I never use a cleanser to remove my makeup. I always double cleanse, you know that. But I was intrigued by this because it said ceramide, and especially in the winter, I want all the ceramides keeping my skin strong, to keep the moisture in, to keep like that harsh coldness out. So anyway, it said when I read about this, I should use about look at it, it's already becoming a mess. I'm supposed to use an almond size. I dare you to try and get an almond size out of here because it is so runny that so much comes out. Honestly, that is the littlest amount I've ever been able to get out of it. You can see it's all kind of like gooey and gooky in there because it just rushes out. I wish either the hole was maybe a little smaller or it was in like a pump of some sort. This is just kind of runny and gooey. I certainly can't take this into the shower because opening it up, it's gonna just get everywhere. However, it is this really nice, light, creamy gel type situation, and I really like it. It feels so nice on my skin. As a matter of fact, what happens is because too much comes out and I'm washing my face, when I first rinse it off, it actually becomes thinner and a little foamier and it feels so silky. And so I rinse that off, of course. So it is a weird sort of double cleanse on its own, although I would never do that. But it's a really, really nice cleanser. And I was like, oh, we'll see how this goes. So far, I really like it. Now, am I going to repurchase it? I don't know. I'm always trying new cleansers. The funny thing about this, if you are about my age, if you were a teenager in, say, the early 80s, you'll remember when slime first came out. It was like in this little garbage can, and it was like this green, gooey, stringy slime. It had a scent to it. And the minute I opened this up and put it on my hands, I was like, that's slime. It is so weird. It's not an offensive smell. And if you've never smelled that slime before, good for you. You're going to smell it now. It's not terrible and it doesn't stay on your skin, but it is a scent memory for sure. All right, so while I was in Sephora on that same trip, I picked up from Ole Henriksen. This is their Strength Trainer Peptide Boost Moisturizer. I'm going to tell you, I only bought this because Toddy Westbrook had been going on and on and on about it, and I was getting low on my moisturizer and I wanted another one. You know, if it says peptides, I want it all over my face. It says right on here, vegan peptides, ceramides, and collagen. And I was super excited to use this. Now it's 1.7 ounces. I think it was $51. That's pricey, boo. And I don't like paying that much because there's another moisturizer from another brand that I love that's a lot less expensive, blah, blah, blah. You might be able to figure that out. But this is what I do. I love to test and try. So you can tell, I have made a really good dent in here. So when I use this either morning or night, I actually don't like it for night anymore. I use about that much. It's not a lot, but this much will do my face and my neck, and then I will take another scoop for my décolleté. It's nice, but it doesn't make my face like juicy like I like. It doesn't give me that real ceramide rich feeling that I really like. And I think that here again, this is going to be another one of those that's either great for people who have oily skin. If you have dry skin, she's not for you. I am normal to slightly dry, and in the winter, it's okay. But I think in the summer, I'm going to like it a lot more. At least that's what I'm hoping. Now, this was pretty full when I got it, and I have used a really good amount. I've given her a really good test. Is it my favorite? It is not right now. Is it worth $51? Not right now. And if you're one of those people who does not like scent in your products, this, like everything else that Ole Henriksen puts out, has like a light, kind of like orangey, citrusy scent. I actually like the scent. I think it's really nice. There's something comforting about that scent in his products, but I know a lot of people don't like scents, so you might not like it. It's not strong, it's there. All right, and the last thing I picked up was from the Inky List. This is their polyglutamic acid serum. It says helps lock in moisture. Now, it says it's a serum you can use morning and night. It says on cleansed skin, apply a pea-sized amount to face and neck. I got to tell you right now, a pea-sized amount of this is not much. So that's like what I think a pea-sized amount is. It's really weird in that it has a nice consistency going on, but then all of a sudden it has a quick dry down and it's like, and it stops. There's like no more moving it. It is done. She is locked in. That's where she's going to be, which is fine if we only needed a pea-sized amount. I need more than that to cover my whole face and neck. Pea-sized my ass. Ooh, excuse my French. But on top of that, it's like weird. You have to figure out where in your routine to use it because it is supposed to be able to hold in moisture. So for me, that would be after all of my like toners and my essences, but before your moisturizer. Well, for me, I'm like toners, essences, I got some serums. I have my azelaic acid emulsion, which is like a creamy serum. So is this before that or after that? I had a hard time figuring out exactly where it fit in my routine. And so, I mean, I tried it a couple ways and it just didn't fit well. But not only that, I didn't think it helped keep my skin hydrated longer throughout the day. It felt like a big nothing burger to me. And then I was like, well, people like this. Like, I got to figure out why they like it. So I looked on the Inky List website, and under the comments, there were a lot of people saying that it helps with the longevity of their foundation, that they actually use it as a primer. I have not done that yet. I don't normally use primers because most of my foundations work really, really well. The only foundation I have that doesn't last well is the one from, making lots of noise over here. Is it this here? Yeah, my Patrick Ta, this is so dirty. My Patrick Ta cream foundation. I've told you before, she only lasts about 5 hours solid on my face and then it starts to like break up. So I am going to try and use this before I use this as a primer. See if I can get more longevity out of this foundation because it is really nice. But for me, this is a big fat nothing. And I do know that polyglutamic acid is an ingredient in some of my other skincare products. So I know it has a place in skincare, and maybe it's the formulation. Maybe it needs other ingredients to really make it be its best self, but I'm not finding she's much of anything. So there you have it. That is my most recent, like what I've been picking up in skincare from Sephora. So if I was going to recommend anything to you guys, it would probably be this Kiehl's Creamy Eye Treatment with Avocado. Why do I always do that to you? I recommend the expensive stuff. I'm sorry. Seriously, if any of you know of a dupe for this, let me know. I would be certainly happy to not pay $60 for my eye treatment. Now, do you guys have skincare at Sephora that you always buy there or actual lines that you love for skincare? Let me tell you, I do love Caudalie. They have some really great products, but they are stupid expensive for some of them, and I just cannot. As a matter of fact, they have one. It's their resveratrol eye lift. That is really nice. I've actually used that under this several times. I can't use it every night because it is resveratrol. That's a very potent antioxidant. My skin does not like resveratrol every night. I only do it 2 or 3 nights a week, but it's really nice under here. So if you guys are using any brands from Sephora that you have some skincare items that you love, swear by, they're holy grails, put them in the comments below because I'm probably missing out on something. And for those of you who are still with me right now at this point in the video, I'm testing out a new foundation and I'm going to be reviewing it for you in my next video on Friday. So have a good look. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below, and I'll drop you the tea in the next video. Oh my God, I did it again. I did not introduce myself to our new friends. Hi guys, my name is Jennifer. I'm into all things hair, skin, and makeup. And if you are too, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button because you know you're going to come back for more. How is it I'm always forgetting to do that? All right, you guys, that is all for today's video. As always, I want to thank you so much for being with me, and I'll see you real soon. Mwah.